May 26th, no, 27th, 2026. So I want to talk about healing wounds. Most of our wounds come from the root chakra, from our youth. And we carry them throughout life. And the longer we carry them, the heavier the weight we carry. So what wounds? How to tell? I'd be watching some YouTubes and it'd be speaking about wounds and bang, yep, recognition that I had an abandonment wound. Most of our lives, well, all my life, my youth, my mother was emotionally unavailable. We were unseen, unheard, unwanted, unloved. Felt abandoned. We didn't have each other as children. At 8, I started raising my younger brother because my mom was incapable. So I had a lot of responsibilities to fix it. But you know, how do you even tell what wounds to heal? How do we even start? Well, my aunt told me a story. This is an example. She said I was about 2.5 and my mother was wailing on me. My dad had to haul me off of her. And she had lost control. And I thought about that little girl because I couldn't remember the incident. And I thought about her. What would she have done? She probably went up to her bed, like I always did, and alone, crying. So I went up there mentally and I crawled in beside her and hugged her and said, I'll never let anybody do that to you again. We're not going to let anybody hurt you. We have knowledge now. We can stand back and objectively observe the situation. We don't have to relive that pain. And we're not going to let nobody hurt us anymore. So I went and loved on that child. We have to it's a recognition of the wound. And you just can't recognize it. You got to go heal it. You got to go love on that little child who had no love. You have to love it and nurture it. And I'd take the sword out of my heart of the wound, ground it out, bring source light in, down the chakras, push out the negativity, down deep into Mother Earth, bring back source and light to fill me. And as I did that, I noticed that the weight lifts, the heart heals. And once you address the wound, give it recognition and love on that little child that had nobody had their back. All my life, nobody had my back, just me. My cat, hugging my cat. You know, and breaking the behavioral patterns. If you look back, I went back and looked at my mom's life. Same behavioral pattern. She was the oldest. She was a black bitch, like she called me all my life. She had wounds. She wasn't loved, nurtured, abandoned, unwanted, blamed for, you know, the situation that my grandmother found herself in, having pregnant and marrying somebody. And they, you know, came from a poor family on my grandma's side. So you look back and you see the behavioral patterns, you see it. So what I'd do is think about the childhood of them, and I'd bring in all their wounds in and transmute them out, and then send back light and love. Is that how I broke generational behavior patterns? Perhaps. That's my method. Everybody has their own method, right? But it worked for me. My heart's free and I'm light. And as the wounds come up, I don't wait to heal them. I go immediately. Like when I found out my brothers betrayed me too, I just stopped everything and went into stillness and healed the wound. Yeah. And we've got to love on those little children, because if we're triggered, it brings up wounds from childhood. That's what triggers us to lose control of our emotions, because we weren't taught to regulate our emotions, because we didn't have perhaps a good upbringing where, you know, your emotions mattered, you mattered. Yeah. So that's how I healed my wounds. That's how I went through the lineage and healed all the wounds for them too. You know, 71, and I'm just healing the work the last 2 years. I've been knocked down. Like, nobody's had my back through this. I've had it. I had one friend who came and spent 6 weeks or 8 weeks and helped me. But who do you talk to? Who's gone through this satanic ritual abuse and targeting so hard. I know God's got a big purpose for me. That's why I'm so heavily targeted. But I also am protected too. I feel that protection. My family's protected. Someday this too shall pass, it'll end. It's got to be coming to an end soon because, this lunatic can't carry on because she's getting backlashes from all the rituals she's put on me that never worked. Carry on, you idiots. Go heal. You're scared to heal, but when you have heaven's perspective, like the new message gives you heaven's perspective, healing relationships, and you look at it from that vantage point, people are afraid to heal because they're afraid to face their mind. In my abuser's case, if she has to face herself and everything she's done to everybody, the serial eliminator, the harm, the mental torture she's put on people, the demonic, but she was raised this way, right? Go look at her behavior patterns, go look at her family's behavior patterns. There's so many unhealed people in the world, and this is how they wanted us, fractured against each other, acting out our emotions because they're not healed. We're not emotionally regulated. We have no control over them. Receptive knowledge gives you that control back. So just wanted to share my healing journey, a little bit about my healing journey. And I can understand. Does it mean I forgive and forget? Absolutely not. No, you don't get to come back in my life ever. Why would I give you opportunities when you won't heal? And it takes, years to heal. No. Now trust is earned in my life. I gave it away freely all the time. Innocent heart. That's the neat thing about it, though. Went through all this. I'm not bitter. My heart's still loving and kind. Because heaven's perspective makes all the difference. The wisdom books at the new message, they're just, discernment. There's love, there's money, there's every angle of humanity is addressed. Heaven's viewpoint is given. And it's much easier to navigate the world, to see the world, when you can see it through that, the heaven's perspective. Because we're angelic beings, we already know this, we have it in us. It just needs reclamation, recognition, reconnection. So yeah, today's a good day. We planted and it's beautiful out, so have a good day.